Have you ever imagined what would be the story if the weak demons suddenly became the big shots in the series of Demon Slayer? Picture a scenario where those lower moons found themselves at the top of the pecking order, and the upper moons ended up at the bottom of the ladder. In this video, we're going to explore the intriguing idea of what if the lower moons and upper moons switch places? So get ready to dive into a world where everything's flipped upside down as we examine the possible chaos and remarkable changes this role reversal could release. But before we dive into the storyline, let's set the stage by swapping the roles of the upper moons and lower moons. In the lower moon category, we have Gyoko at rank 6, followed by Gyotaro and Daki at rank 5, and Doma holding rank 4. Moving on, Hantengo claimed the third spot as rank 3 with Kokoshibo as the second in command at rank 2, and the formidable Akaza reigning supreme at rank 1. Meanwhile, the upper moon division, Kamanue, takes up the mantle as rank 6, followed by Wakaruba at rank 5, and Mukago securing rank 4. Enmu steps into rank 3 with the second spot being taken by Rokuro, and Rui commands the highest authority as rank 1. Take note, though, that these rankings are my personal opinions, and I mix them up to make it a bit more interesting. With this switch in place, let's delve into the narrative of what if the lower moons and upper moons switched, and see how these changes would reshape the series of Demon Slayer. In this alternative scenario, Gyoko becomes the new former lower rank 6 demon in the Suzumi Mansion arc. Tanjiro and Zenitsu are tasked with investigating a woodland mansion to find two missing children's brother. Inside the mansion, they encounter a bloodied man and decide to explore further. As they split up, Tanjiro faces Gyoko, who has the power to manipulate flesh and create demon fish. Gyoko uses his 1,000-needle fish kill attack, but Tanjiro adapts and eventually defeats him with his water-breathing technique. Meanwhile, Zenitsu is paired with a young boy named Soichi, who faces a fish demon spawned by Gyoko. Zenitsu battles his fear and employs his thunder-breathing techniques to defeat the demon. In another part of the story, Inosuke encounters and overcomes a fish demon using his unique beast-breathing technique. So, what's gonna happen after defeating the former lower rank 6? After defeating lower rank 6 Gyoko, Tanjiro and Inosuke head to the Wisteria-crested house for recovery. However, they are summoned on a new mission by Tanjiro's Kasugai Crow, taking them to Mount Natagumo. Joined by Zenitsu, they climb to the mountain and discover a fellow Corps member's murder. They are attacked by Daki, a formidable demon with shape-shifting and flesh manipulation powers. In a battle, Daki injures Nezuko and overwhelms Zenitsu, but Zenitsu ultimately defeats her with his first form, Thunderclap and Flash. Meanwhile, Tanjiro and Inosuke face off against Gyotaro, who uses a deadly blood demon art called Blood Manipulation and is very skilled with the Kama. Inosuke is severely injured, but Tanjiro remembers his father's Kagura dance and defeats Gyotaro, at the same time as Zenitsu defeated Daki. Elsewhere, Giyu and Shinobu arrive at the scene, witnessing Tanjiro's victory over the lower rank 5. Nezuko returns to her box and Shinobu tends to Zenitsu's wounds. After defeating the lower rank 5, Tanjiro and Nezuko are captured by the Demon Slayer Corps after a fierce battle. The head of the Corps, Ubuyashiki, convenes a meeting with the Hashira to discuss their fate. Tanjiro is put on trial for breaking Corps rules by protecting a demon, and Ubuyashiki considers having them join the Corps. However, the Hashiras are uncertain about this decision. After the trial, Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke receive treatment at Shinobu's Kocho's mansion and begin intense rehabilitation training. Meanwhile, Muzan gathers the lower-ranked members of the 12 Kizuki who are enraged by their defeat at the hands of demon slayers. Muzan brutally eliminates several lower-ranked demons, including Kokoshibo, Hantengo, and Doma. Akaza faces a gruesome fate, about to be impaled by a giant flesh attack from Muzan. Akaza envisions a way to gain more blood by targeting the Hashiras and Tanjiro. Muzan gives Akaza another chance because of his determination. Moving on, Kyojuro Rengoku is assigned to investigate the mysterious disappearances on the Mugen train. Meanwhile, Tanjiro and his group, who have received training at the Butterfly Mansion, are also heading in the same train. Upon arrival, they meet Rengoku and are both impressed and intimidated by his energy. However, their mission takes a dangerous turn when a powerful demon named Akaza perches on the train and starts attacking passengers. Rengoku, Tanjiro, Zenitsu, Nezuko, and Inosuke prepare to confront Akaza, but he proves to be a formidable opponent. As the battle unfolds, Tanjiro instructs Zenitsu and Inosuke to protect the passengers while he and Nezuko aid Rengoku. Akaza offers Rengoku a chance to join him, but Rengoku refuses. The battle intensifies, with Akaza using powerful techniques. and Rengoku, Nezuko, and Tanjiro struggling to keep up. In a desperate moment, Tanjiro taps into the power of Hinokami Kagura. Finally, he defeated Akaza, who is the lower rank 1 demon. After successfully severing Akaza's neck, Tanjiro and Inosuke are thrown off the derailed Mugen train, sustaining injuries. Thankfully, Rengoku informs them that all the passengers are safe, but just when they thought the danger was over, another demon emerged. It's none other than the formidable upper rank 3 Enmu. What follows is a harrowing encounter in the aftermath. Tanjiro and his group are saved, while Rengoku meets a tragic end. This time, Enmu forces Rengoku to kill the others via his dreams, but the Hashira kills himself just before he could harm Tanjiro. After their mission on the Mugen train, Tanjiro, Nezuko, Zenitsu, and Inosuke join forces with Uzui on a mission to the Entertainment District, a dazzling city that hides dark secrets. Uzui's 3 wives had been gathering information about demons in the district, but had gone missing. To find them, our heroes go undercover. While gathering information, they cross paths with Kamanue, the new upper rank 6. Tanjiro orders Zenitsu to find Uzui, but Kamanue's presence as the culprit behind the district's disappearances raises the stakes. A fierce battle ensues with Tanjiro, Nezuko, Inosuke, Zenitsu, and Uzui taking on the formidable Kamanue. As the battle intensifies, Kamanue's power grows stronger. However, just when things seem dire, Zenitsu and Uzui join the fray, turning the tide against Kamanue. So, can Kamanue withstand the combined might of Tanjiro and his comrades? Despite wounding Tanjiro and others, Kamanue ultimately meets his demise. The news of the first upper rank demon defeat in a century rocks the Demon Slayer core, and the upper rank demons are all summoned by Muzan Kibutsuji. Meanwhile, Tanjiro was recovering at the Butterfly Mansion, accidentally damaging swordsmith Haganezuka's sword. Determined to make amends, Tanjiro heads to the village where the swordsmith resides. There, he encounters a dispute between Miss Tashira, Muichiro Tokido, and the villager named Kotetsu over a unique key that operates a battle-type mechanical doll called Yorichi Type 0. As demons draw nearer to the village, upper rank 5 Wakaruba launches a deadly attack. Tanjiro and Muichiro confront upper rank 4 Mukago, with Muichiro's incredible speed helping them initially dodge attacks. As the battle intensifies, Muichiro is thrown by Mukago's devastating attack, but lands safely and returns to assist Tanjiro. When Wakaruba targets Kotetsu, Muichiro heroically steps in to protect the villagers, leading to a fierce confrontation with the upper rank 5. Mukago's relentlessness forces Muichiro to unleash his mark, a symbol of his newfound power. Well, can Muichiro harness this newfound strength to defeat Wakaruba and save Kotetsu? As the battle unfolds, it appears Wakaruba survives Muichiro's attacks, leading to a fierce showdown. However, Muichiro reveals a secret technique, using blinding speed and precision to ultimately behead Wakaruba and secure victory. And if you don't want to be beheaded, make sure to like and subscribe. Meanwhile, Tanjiro confronts the upper rank 4. He initially struggles, but ultimately defeats the upper rank thanks to the assistance of Nezuko, Genya, and Mitsuri. Mitsuri, who wasn't initially in the village, arrives after receiving news through a crow and joins the fight in time to help Tanjiro and others. Together, they successfully behead the upper rank 4. After defeating the upper rank 4 and 5, what could be the next move of Muzan? Well, Muzan finally finds Kagaya Ubuyashiki. Kagaya, who is terminally ill and blind, confronts Muzan and reveals that they are from the same cursed family dedicated to defeating Muzan for generations. Muzan seeks to become indestructible by obtaining Nezuko, a demon. Kagaya challenges Muzan's goal, arguing that human thoughts are indestructible, unlike demons who will disappear when Muzan dies. As Muzan attacks the Ubuyashiki estate, an emergency summons goes out to all the Hashiras and Demon Slayers. It's revealed that Kagaya had orchestrated a massive explosion, sacrificing himself and his family to weaken Muzan. Tamayo, a former demon-turned ally, arrives, turned demons back into humans. She confronts Muzan, driven by revenge and self-punishment for her past actions. With Gyome's assistance, a Hashira, Muzan is ultimately decapitated. However, Muzan regenerates and faces off against the Hashiras directly. The Hashiras, each possessing unique breathing styles, coordinate their attack on Muzan. Suddenly, giant doors appear, causing the Demon Slayers and Muzan to fall into the Infinity Castle. Muzan taunts them, but Tanjiro vows to kill him. So we all know that even if the upper moons changed, Muzan still keeps Nakime as a retainer. What happens after the Demon Slayers fall into the Infinity Castle? Well, the remaining upper rank demons begin to make their appearances. The upper rank 2, Rokuro, faces off against Shinobu. Shinobu initiates a battle against Rokuro. They engage in a high-speed combat exchange, with Shinobu utilizing her butterfly dance techniques to attack him. Despite Shinobu's relentless attacks, Rokuro's agility allows him to evade her strikes. The battle escalates as Shinobu counters with the Dance of the Centipede technique. So the question is, can Rokuro hold his own against the relentless Shinobu? While we still don't know Rokuro's blood demon art, it's safe to assume that one Nashira may not be enough against him. He can also easily adapt to Shinobu's attacks. Shinobu will ultimately fall at Rokuro's hand, but he will be killed by the combined forces of Inosuke and Kanao. Meanwhile, the upper rank 3 Enmu faces off against Tanjiro and Giyu. Enmu begins his attack using his blood demon art. However, Tanjiro already knows what it does and counters it along with Giyu. The question arises, can Giyu and Tanjiro overcome the formidable upper rank 3? Despite Enmu's powerful blood demon art, he didn't have the fighting capabilities that Akaza had in the original series. Tanjiro would easily be able to finish him with sun breathing, although not without injuries. In another part of the story, the upper rank 1, Rui, confronts Muichiro in a fierce battle. Rui uses his thread manipulation, but Muichiro, skilled in mist breathing, dodges them and employs various mist breathing techniques. Muichiro surprises Rui with a new mist breathing form, 7th form, obscuring clouds. Muichiro's Demon Slayer mark activates, making the fight even more complex. Rui tries to encircle Muichiro with his cutting thread cage, but Genya intervenes with a sword and shotgun. Rui quickly disarms Genya, revealing that Genya has the regeneration ability. Rui defeats Genya and is about to finish him when Sanemi, Genya's brother and the Wind Hashira, arrives. Sanemi and Rui engage in a fierce battle, with Sanemi suffering severe injuries. Gyome Himejima, the Stone Hashira, joins the fight, and they both awaken their Demon Slayer marks. Together, they defeat Rui by beheading him, their glowing Nichiren swords bypassing his regeneration and durability. After defeating the remaining upper rank, what would be Muzan's plan? Well, Muzan challenges the Demon Slayers to keep him at bay until dawn. The Hashiras attack Muzan, but discover he can instantly regenerate. Junior Demon Slayers join the fight, resulting in heavy casualties. Mitsuri pleads for them to stop, but Tanjiro collapses, and Muzan reveals his blood causes decay in those wounded by him. Battle continues with Gyome and Sanemi unexpectedly joining and severely wounding Muzan. They set him on fire, but Mitsuri struggles and gets injured. Obanai carries her away, revealing his dark family history and desire to defeat Muzan. Giyu attempts to attack Muzan, but is poisoned. Obanai and Gyome intervene, and with reinforcements, the Demon Slayers gain the upper hand. Tanjiro is cured of the poison and regains consciousness. The Demon Slayers use various techniques and tactics, including accessing the transparent world to locate Muzan's weak points. Kanao remains the sole fighter, but is severely injured. Tanjiro returns using the powerful technique to cut off Muzan's arms and rescue Kanao. Inosuke and Zenitsu join the fight using their unique breathing styles. Together, the Demon Slayers unleash a barrage of attacks. Finally, he defeats Muzan Kibutsuji, ending his reign of terror forever. And there you have it. How would you feel about these radical changes in demon rankings? Share your thoughts in the comments. Also, let us know what future topics you would like to see about upper and lower moons. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.